Welcome back. So glad you can join us here for another Marketing Minute Live. My name is Karen Leonard. I'm the Chief Marketing Strategist here at IGV. And joining me is the wonderful Adrienne Weiner. Adrienne, thanks for
Hi,
joining us today.
you're welcome.
So, by the way, if you're connecting with us live, we want to know where you're connecting from. So be sure to let us know in the comments below. If you're connecting later on, we still want to know. We're monitoring those comments. So here's my question to you. Have you done any spring cleaning lately?
When you think of spring cleaning, do you ever think of it in terms of your digital marketing?
And with that being said, it may be time for an email list cleanup. By reviewing your email list, you can improve your open rates, your click-through rates, and in your engagement.
You might struggle with engagement in your emails, or maybe you feel like people are not opening or clicking through your email campaigns.
So that's why cleaning up your list is crucial for your business.
Yeah.
You need to remove the dead weight, so to speak, those who are just sitting on your list, not interacting with you.
So, how do you go about cleaning up your email list? That's what we're going to discuss today.
So let's dive into tip number one. Try running a re engagement campaign.
Yep. So, a re engagement campaign is a campaign that you can run occasionally, for example, maybe every quarter, to ask subscribers who are unengaged if they are still interested in receiving your emails or not.
And maybe your subscribers went a different route with their career or no longer in need of marketing emails or the type of emails you are sending out. In our case, that's something that we saw during this whole pandemic. Now, our re engagement campaign email, which you can see here on the screen, is one that we send out on a quarterly basis. We were doing this before the pandemic, but we found this to be so helpful because of the fact that we found a shift in job roles. And therefore, the content that we were sending was no longer beneficial to some of those receiving it. And in some cases, they may have felt that they didn't want to unsubscribe. That may have been a rude thing to do. So, by means of this email, we were able to put them at ease. We used it as a means to reestablish the purpose of our email, letting them know how often we send it out, what kind of content it includes, and of course, we do understand if their job functions have changed, and therefore, if they have to unsubscribe, that's absolutely okay. They can always resubscribe at a later date when it's when it relates to the kind of content they're looking for. And we gave them the two options to either stay on the list or to unsubscribe. Of course, you can imagine it was flattering when ones that weren't really engaging with us responded that they wanted to stay on the list. And we did have some that unsubscribed, and that's absolutely okay. At least we were then working with a more engaging list. And we definitely saw that in our next email campaign we sent out. We achieved higher open rates and much more engagement.
Right. So, a re engagement campaign is a perfect way to declutter your email list of the dead weight who are no longer interested in what you have to offer, like Karen said.
Now, our second tip would be to try running a survey so as to understand your audience better.
This survey could ask your target audience what they are looking for in terms of what you offer and what email content they would appreciate the most.
Essentially, this information will help you to understand your subscribers' current needs to improve your content in the future.
Exactly. So, the results of your survey can allow you to change the way you communicate in the future with your subscribers that you do have.
Maybe they like a certain type of content more than another, and that way you're able to show that you're listening to their needs by responding to the information you get through that survey.
Yeah. So, lastly, we'll dive into our last tip. We want you to dive into your analytics by reviewing non opens and unsubscribe reasons.
People who unsubscribe, they really actually help you clean your list up for you.
Mhm.
But you can also learn why they unsubscribe and that information can help you. So it's important to review your unsubscribes. Look at the information that they're responding with as to the reason they're unsubscribing.
Yeah, this is a positive spin on your email unsubscribes as well.
And it's important to pay attention, um, as I was mentioning, to the reason why they're unsubscribing. Maybe someone may say that they know the information they're receiving is no longer relevant to them. Or maybe they don't even remember signing up for your emails to begin with.
hmm Next, you'll have to figure out what should you do with this information to improve your future content. If your subscribers don't remember signing up, how are you even building your list?
See, and that's a good question to ask yourself. Are you doing it properly? Are you asking for consent to send emails to them? This is something that you'll have to figure out.
Yep. So cleaning up your list can seem unthinkable. Why would you even want to get rid of your email subscribers? You might wonder. Because you want quality email subscribers, people that will be repeat customers or new referrals. And now that your list is cleaned up, you can work on ways to grow your list even more.
And Adrian, it's funny you use the word unthinkable. I
Yeah.
remember using that same phrase when we had to take the step of removing some emails from our email list. I was like, oh my goodness, we're about to do the unthinkable.
Yeah.
But think about it for a moment. These were the ones that the engagement campaign we sent out, they selected neither of the two options. They
Right.
were just sitting on the email list. So now was the time for us to take action as we said we were going to in that email. If they didn't make a choice, we were going to go ahead and remove them. So that's what we ended up doing. But one of the things that I found that was very interesting also was looking at that email list. It also contained a lot of Gmail users, and that is something that we'd want to take a look into because that could be another reason why they weren't opening up the emails. Definitely another topic for another time. We'll dive
Yeah.
into that later. However, if you are looking to increase your open rates and your click through rates, or even grow a healthy email list, you would want to consider joining Adrian and I on April 21st because we're going to be holding a webinar called
Yeah.
How to Quickly Grow a Powerful Email List.
Yep. In this workshop, we will discuss various strategies to capture new contacts and build relationships with your subscribers so you can see the real business results that you deserve.
Now, the link to sign up is in the description. So take a look at that. Be sure to click it. We look forward to seeing you. And this brings us to the end of another
Mhm.
Marketing Minute Live. We want to thank you for joining us today. And we look forward to seeing you next week, same time, same place. Be sure to make it a great week.
Bye,
Bye for
guys.
now.